So we're very excited to have you on board, Doctor. We're excited to get the work started. I know you've already started several weeks ago in getting things going, making sure that things are ready for the start of school. But we're not waiting for that. There's a number of things happening during the summer. We just finished touring some of the instruction that's happening during summer school here in Providence, here in one of our schools. And as you'll see at many of our other schools, we're also investing in the physical plant to make sure that everything is ready on September 3rd when kids come back to school. And then, of course, the work continues after that. But we're so happy to have such an experienced and great leader such as Dr. Gallo here at the helm, and I look forward to getting things going.
Doctor, what are your impressions here?
I'm very impressed. These are students who have only been here a few months, at the most a year and a half, I believe is what I heard. And their English is improving, and their understanding that we want them to hang on to both languages. I know I lost my second language a long time ago, and it's sad because I am a one language speaker. I have to polish up. I remember some of the Spanish that I studied, but we have to really try to work hard with our students.
Dr. Gallo, forgive me, I understand you'll be here only a short time.
That's correct.
The condition of the schools, how does that concern you?
Well, this school happens to be in great condition, as you can see, and we certainly try to put our students in the best schools we can, where the city is spending a great deal of money investing in the future of our children through reinvesting in our buildings. The buildings are a huge problem, but I do believe that we're working as hard as we can. We're really working to capacity, and the schools will be appropriately ready for schools. They'll be clean and adequate, unfortunately, but they'll also be rodent-free. And then as the next year progresses and the year after that, you'll see a tremendous influx of capital to truly improve them completely.
Remember, we've spent about $38 million over the past couple of years, and because it was approved by voters in last November's election, we're going to be leveraging $278 million worth of improvements in our schools over the next 5 years. This is the result of decades upon decades of deferred maintenance in our school buildings. And over the past couple of years, engaging the community, they told us that one of their top priorities was making sure that our kids came to school in classrooms that inspired them to learn. And that led to the referendum, that led to these $278 million. Some of the work has begun, and it's going to rev up in the years to come.
Mayor, obviously today we're here in a school that's in the best possible shape.
I can't tell you about this school, but we can get that for you. We can get those details for you.
Today we're looking at the schools that are in the best shape here in the city. What about the ones that are in the worst shape?
Yeah,
we're going to get to tour those as well? We're going to see those? Are you going to open those up to some media scrutiny here?
Yeah, we're working on all of the schools as we speak.
Now, I understand you're working on them, but are we going to see them?
Yeah, you're welcome to see them. Understand that they're active work zones, and so some are more accessible than others.
And I'll be visiting the schools as well. You're free to come. We have nothing to hide.
We wear hard hats in all kinds of conditions.
We're already saying very clearly our schools need work. Nobody's denying that, and we're working hard to fix that. You need to come and see the progress we're making. That's fine.
Is that okay with you, Mayor?
Absolutely.
So when can we do that? Today?
We can address that right away.
We have a full
work on that
schedule today. We can work it into our schedules,
Those
yes.
3 schools, this school and the other 2.
We'll get to that, Steve.
Last question, guys.
So what we'd like for you all to see, what we'd like the community to see is the before and after. So we are working in every school. We're working as hard as we can with all of the resources that we have, and we're leveraging even others. So our main goal is to make sure that schools are ready to go on September 3rd. If you want to see the work in progress as it goes, we're happy to show you guys, but understand that some are active work zones, and we definitely don't want to impede the work that's being done. But the most important part is getting schools ready for kids and families on September 3rd.
Are there any schools in particular that you are particularly concerned with as far as building conditions where there needs to be emergency work right away? Is there a couple facilities that come to mind, Mayor and Superintendent?
This is the last question, guys.
Yeah, there are, frankly, there are too many.
Could you give specifics by any?
Sure, we've had a number of issues, and we have a whole report on this. The $20 million that we're investing this year, that represents the areas of the highest need, and frankly, there are schools throughout the entire city, from envelope improvements, new roofs, making sure that we're sealing any cracks, to maintenance as well. It's not just the infrastructure, it's also making sure that when people walk in, that it's clean, neat, and ready so that kids can learn and teachers can teach. So we'll be happy to share the report with you of how we're investing the $20 million. And those $20 million of investments, they represent the highest, biggest priorities.
As we
Thank you, guys. I
began,
really
Dr.
appreciate
Gallo,
it.
you gave an assurance that the schools would be rodent-free at the start of school. Are you confident as well, Mayor, that
This is
that'll
the
be
last
the case?
question, we have to
Absolutely.
move on.
And Doctor?
Yes. We're actually working on covering the crevices. Sometimes it's just a matter of with the front door or a side door, I don't know what the proper name of those little strips that go in between, and they're open. If I can see out, then any animal can come in. And we're working on closing those kinds of gaps, and certainly the pest control people are coming in and doing their job. Yes, I'm confident that we will be rodent-free.